When Sergeant Eric Houck made the decision to enlist in the Army at the age of 21, he did so with the kind of dignity and bravery few had seen before. He lived for his family, and in the end, he died for his family and for his country. On June 10, 2017, Eric and two fellow soldiers were gunned down by an insider attack in Afghanistan. We learned so much about Eric through the eyes and words of his father Mike, mother Lisa, and sister Jessica as they welcomed us into their home to honor Eric with February's NFM Salute. Thank you so much for allowing us into your home.
You're welcome.
Really means a lot to everyone at NFM and everyone at NFM TV. Mike, I know you talk a lot about what kind of man he was and how much he loved his family.
Yes.
Give us a window into that.
Once he had the family, was directed towards that family and taking care of those family. And the children, I mean, they were his world. He loved them to death.
It's also part of the impetus for him going into the military.
It was.
Tell us about that.
He never gave himself enough credit. For being smart enough to go to school to do something along those lines. He could probably achieve anything he wanted to, but he felt this was his way to take care of his family.
Being a Gold Star parent, you know, we've talked about what that means, and you learned the horrible news, you know, every day and days, you know, add up. And how have you come to terms with being a Gold Star parent?
Well, at first you feel like you're alone, your family's alone. This happened to our family. You know, it's just you, and it, you know, at that point it is you. It is your family that's affected, but this whole community, I mean, you can just look at it and realize, you know, there's a lot of people that are in that same situation.
How do you feel about it, Lisa?
Sometimes I honestly still feel like we are alone, but when people like you and your organization decide to honor Eric, that makes me feel like we are not alone. I don't want to say that it's upsetting, but people can just go through their day, their normal day. And it's hard to go through our normal day because it's a loss, it's a heartache that'll never heal. And you try to find things that will make you happy, and it's really hard to, because you're just missing such a love that was a part of you. Honestly, it'll never heal.
Thank you for sharing that. Jessica?
Yes.
How about Eric as a brother? I can imagine you
The
probably had some fun.
Oh yeah, he would always, you know, look out for the best for me. And, you know, he's pretty much taught me all that I go through life about and how I look at situations and how I feel about other people. Like my parents said, he was very caring of other people, and he always told me, you know, if you see somebody doing the wrong thing, just because a bunch of people are doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. And he's taught me so many lessons, and he's just made me respect everything even more now than what he's ever told me.
I'd like to know, you know, what brought a smile to his face when you think back?
What made him happy is really running around outside, playing. He loved being on the soccer team, the baseball team. I mean, we had a good, healthy family. And then when he got older and he met Samantha, his high school sweetheart, then I'd have to say after, you know, marriage, all you have to do is have EJ smile at him or Violet look at him with her big blue eyes, and that's what made him smile.
I never was really, you know, one to hang out and play with Barbies too much, so I'd always be outside trying to play football with him and his buddies. So that was a couple of memories that I have of that. And then every Christmas Eve, we would watch A Christmas Story, the marathon, and we would stay up all night together and watch that. And then just playing video games and laughing and just having a great time.
Anything else you want to share that comes to the top of your mind?
I mean, Eric's alive in us because we have him in our heart. And At his funeral, I said to all of his friends, they're always like, what can we do? What can we do? And I said, don't ever forget him. Just keep him in your heart, and that way he'll always be alive.
We have each other, and that's what we got. And it's huge. And, you know, with Eric, the way things were left, I mean, it's not like there was anything on the table. It's not like there was anything I felt that I needed to say to him that he wouldn't understand how I felt about him, you know? And it's the same with all of us. And I mean, the last thing you need is regrets.